This broadcast of Stoughton High School boys basketball on WSTO TV is brought to you by Stoughton Hospital. For more than 100 years, our neighbors in the Stoughton area have trusted Stoughton Hospital to provide personalized, forward-thinking, expert health care. Stoughton Hospital is a proud supporter of WSTO programming, trusted care close to home. Stoughton Trailers is proud to support Stoughton High School athletics. Come join the family. Apply now on our career page at stoughtontrailers.com. The UPS store of Stoughton. You can't do it all at once, but you can do it all in one place. 2364 Jackson Street, next to Papa Murphy's. Hanson Electronics, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent and Radio Shack dealer. Pizza of Stoughton, fresh, fast, and hot delivery of our great pizzas and more. And McGlynn Pharmacy, your local full-service pharmacy with free delivery.
We welcome you to Stoughton High School for high school boys basketball tonight on WSTO TV. It is Badger South Conference play between the conference-leading Stoughton Vikings at 5-0 in the conference, 7-3 overall, against the Oregon Panthers, who come in second place. They are at 4-1 in the Badger South and 5-3 overall. Great to have you with us tonight. James Weingard with you on WSTO TV. And the Vikings and the Panthers getting ready to duke it out here at the Stoughton High School gym. And the Vikings are coming in off of a loss to Lake Mills, 66-61. And then they beat Fort Atkinson 54-35, lost to La Crosse Central Big 87-35. Beat Monroe 49-43 and beat Milton 62-37. All three of the Vikings' losses have come in non-conference games. Meanwhile, the Panthers are coming off of a 57-54 win over Monona Grove. And then beat Watertown 36-35 and lost to Edgewood 59-58. And right now we're going to pause to honor America with the playing of tonight's national anthem. There's the singing of the national anthem, and as we were mentioning, Oregon coming in off of a win against Monona Grove. They beat Watertown, lost to Edgewood 59-58, beat Monroe by 10, and lost to Milwaukee Madison 72-62 in their last 5 games. Badger Conference standings looking like this: Stoughton at 5-0, Oregon at 4-1, Monroe and MG at 4-2, then Edgewood's at 3-3, Watertown 2-4, Fort Atkinson and Milton at 0-5. And right now we'll get our starting lineups, and we'll start off with the Oregon Panthers.
Ladies and gentlemen, now for the starting lineup for your Stoughton Vikings. Number 2 of 5'9" junior, Nathan Hutcherson. Number 4, 6'2" senior, Drew Anderson. Number 5, 6'3" junior,
All right, so those are the starting lineups for the teams, and we get ready for Badger South Conference basketball here from Stoughton High School tonight on this Saturday night. Thanks for spending part of your weekend with us. Again, for the Vikings, it's Nathan Hutcherson, Drew Anderson, Adam Hobson, Reese Sproul, and Jack Nelson. And for the Panthers, Nolan Look, Eric Victorson, Carter Erickson, Ethan Victorson, and Logan Ackerman. And we are ready to go for basketball tonight. Oregon in orange, Vikings in white. Oregon won the JV game 35-31, finishing up a little while ago. And now we'll see how the varsity game goes with first place on the line in the Badger South. Opening tip won by the Vikings, and off we go. Nathan Hutcherson has it for the Vikings. 2-3 zone defense by the Panthers to start things off tonight. Hutcherson out between the circles, near side. Drew Anderson stops at the block, back to the outside, 3 on its way, short. Rebound comes down to Oregon's Carter Erickson. On the wing, Ethan Victorson for 3, off the glass and good. So Ethan Victorson in the books first tonight. It's 3-0 Oregon. Just about a minute gone. Here's a 3 on the other side for the Vikings. That's no good. Offensive rebound, putback is good for Reese Sproul. And it's 3-2. Nolan Look, and a long 3 from Victorson. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Hutcherson for the Vikings. Nathan, they'll wrap it around the perimeter. Drew Anderson with it. A 3 from Hobson is short, and a foul called on the Vikings. Jack Nelson with the foul. So first team foul against the Vikings. 3-2 our score. Oregon in front. 16:36 left here in the first half. Little jump pass down to the block. Nelson on defense. Back to the outside. Carter Erickson, now the handoff in the middle. Up and good for Ethan Victorson. He's got all 5 points tonight, and it's 5-2. 16:20 to play in the first half. Hutcherson to Sproul. Now Anderson with it. Hutcherson has it again above the arc. Hutcherson drives to the block, cut off there, back to the outside, out to this side, a three, off the front iron, no good. Rebound battled for, and it comes down to the hands of the Panthers. Ethan Victorson with it. Victorson down here to the corner for Erickson. They'll go to the other side for Look. Now straight away, a three on its way, front iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Adam Hobson for the Vikings, and Hutcherson has it on the wing. Hutcherson heading toward the baseline. Back to the outside, Nelson, and then to Drew Anderson. Anderson to the block, to Nelson on the inside. Muscles his way down, and it's going to be a foul on Oregon. 41, Logan Ackerman with the foul.
Oregon, number 41, Logan Ackerman's first, team's first. At the line, shooting two, Jack Nelson.
So Nelson on the line to try 2 free throws. First one good. So that makes it 5-3 with 15:25 to play here in the first half. Second free throw is good as well. And it's 5-4 with 15:20 left in the first. Look has it for Oregon. Now Victorson to this side for Eric Victorson. Down to the block, back to the outside for Ethan. Ethan Victorson, jump pass across. They'll throw it down to the corner on the other side for Logan Ackerman. Back outside for Look. Just under 15 to play now here in the half. And a baseline drive foul called. And Nolan Look will head to the line for 2.
Foul number 33, Jack Nelson. His second, team second. At the line.
So 2 fouls on Nelson now. Nolan Look on the free throw line for 2. Rattles the first one down.
Number 13,
Trenton Conklin into the lineup for the Vikings. Second free throw, no good. And an Oregon foul on the rebound. 41, that is Logan Ackerman. That's 2 fouls on him. Second team foul, so both teams with 2 fouls. Oregon leading 6-4, 14:52 to play in the first half. And Nathan Hutcherson has it for Stoughton. Sproul, and then another foul on the inlet pass. And now that's 3 fouls on Ackerman. So Ackerman already with 3 fouls. All 3 team fouls, as a matter of fact. Pull-up jumper in the lane, rattles off the rim, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Adam Hobson. It's going to belong to Oregon. Nolan Look was giving the official an earful, and he's like, my mistake. The official and the players all having a chuckle over it. 14:30 left first half. Cardinals. How about the Vikings trailing 6-4. Carter Erickson on the near side wing now for Victorson. Erickson has it back. He's bothered by Sproul. Eric Victorson to Look on the far side. Inlet pass, and that is intercepted by the Vikings' Luke Fernholz. Long pass ahead up the near side wing. Into the lane, jump stop, puts up the shot way off the mark. That shot taken by Drew Anderson. Vikings come away with it. Fernholz has it. Now they wrap it to the wing, and Hutcherson will get it back between the circles. Hobson now. Top of the arc for Anderson. Near side Sproul. Little dump pass to Hutcherson in the corner for 3. Vikings have their first lead tonight now at 7-6. 13:23 to play first half. Inlet pass, that's batted away by Fernholz. Hutcherson, and now Hobson with it. Anderson has it now. And Sproul on the near side, back to the outside, free throw line, down the lane, Hutcherson on the baseline, through traffic, a three on its way, that's back iron, no good. Fernhold skies, gets the rebound, back to the top of the arc, to the other side for Hobson. Hobson in the lane, lost a handle on it, he's fouled on his way up, and he'll head to the line for two.
Also number 5, Eric Victorson.
Eric Victorson with the foul. And that is team foul number 4 against Oregon.
Number 5.
Adam Hobson to the free throw line for 2. First one is good. Ryan Panzer and Matt Kissling into the Oregon lineup. And Hobson's second free throw attempt coming. Vikings leading 8-6, and still 8-6. And we have 12:48 to play in the first half. Oregon basketball, Nolan Look on the wing, that goes to Eric Victorson. And now Adam Yates, who checked in a short time ago, a push on the drive on the baseline. Fernholz throws his hands up in the air, wondering how he could have possibly committed that foul.
Number 13, Trenton Conklin.
Or Conklin, beg your pardon, Trenton Conklin.
Good for Stoughton, number 1, Caleb McGee.
Third team foul against the Vikings. Inbounds pass, and it's going to be an offensive foul on the inbounds. And Eric Victorson will be charged with the foul. So that's the 15th foul against Oregon. Victorson has 2. And out he goes. Ethan Victorson back into the lineup. And Adam Hobson will run the floor for the Vikings. 12.5 to go in the first half. Vikings up by 2. At the free throw line, they'll throw it here to the corner for Hobson. Hobson outside now for Conklin. They tried to get it to Conklin as he was drifting down the lane, but the Oregon defense collapsed on it. And now Look has it. Approaching 12 minutes to play in the first half. Ethan Victorson, and now Yates with it on the block. Outside, that goes to Panzer. Yates with it back over to the other side for Look. Yates again, top of the arc. Conklin comes out to challenge him. Victorson, and now Panzer. A 3 on its way, and that's good for Ethan Victorson. 9-8, Oregon in front again. 11.5 to play in the first half. Hobson with it for the Vikings. Hobson, baseline drive through a double team, puts it up and in. Vikings have the lead back again. They go back and forth, now 10-9 with 11:12 to play. Victorson for 3. And it's back the other way, 12-10, 11 minutes to go. At the free throw line, that's tipped away and out of bounds. That'll be a Viking ball down in the corner.
And for Stoughton, number 15, Heath Fernholz.
10:52 to go. 12-10 our score. Oregon in front. Inbounds play goes to Hobson on the near side wing. Top of the arc now, that's Cale McGee who just checked in. Hobson for 3, short. Rebound on the weak side comes down to Adam Yates. Victorson with it on the near side for the Panthers. Yates threatened to 3-ball twice. Matt Kissling, and now Panzer, baseline drive, trying to get around McGee, but McGee got too much body on him and he's called for a foul. Fourth team foul against the Vikings. Nolan looked to inbound the ball for Oregon. Comes in, Victorson for 3 again, that's off the front iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Reese Sproul for the Vikings. And the pass ahead goes to Hobson. Hobson to the baseline through a double team, fouled from behind. He'll head to the line for 2. Adam Yates picks up the foul.
Number 44, Adam Yates. His first, team 6 at the line, shooting 2, number 5, Adam Hobson.
Hobson on the free throw line for 2. First one good. And that makes it 12-11. Carter Erickson back in for Oregon. Nathan Hutcherson returns to the Viking lineup. Hobson's second free throw is a little strong, and it's 12-11 with 10:10 to play in the first half. Victorson, free throw line, outside for Look. Down the lane and kicks it out to the corner. Yates drives to the block, goes up over Conklin. It's batted out. Oregon gets the rebound. Victorson for 3, that's no good. And Conklin tracks down the rebound for the Vikings. Vikings down by 1 with 9:43 to play in the first half. Hobson, now McGee for 3, that's short. And the rebound comes down to Ethan Victorson for the Panthers. Victorson just across the half-court line, and I mean just across. Now it gives himself a little extra room with Yates, and Erickson has it now at the top of the arc. Victorson, little shake and bake to the rack, fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Cale McGee with the foul. That's going to be number 2 on him, and the 5th team foul. Ethan Victorson on the free throw line for 2, misses the first one. Drew Anderson returns to the Vikings lineup. Zach Tower in now for Oregon. Second Victorson free throw is good, and it's now 13-11 with 9:17 to play in the opening half. Hutcherson, far side on the wing, that is Luke Fernholz. Top of the arc. Jump stop in the lane, needs to get rid of it. He does. Hobson had it, or has it. Fernholz, Hutcherson. Now Drew Anderson with it on this side. Fernholz again, top of the arc. Kicks it out to the corner for Hobson. Under 9 minutes to play in the first half. Anderson down the lane, stops, pops off the glass, and that's good. And Anderson ties it up. It's now 13 apiece with 8:40 to play in the first half. Vikings score just under 59 points per game offensively, 52.3 points per game they give up. And the Panthers hit a 3 with Ryan Panzer, and they lead by 3. Panthers offensively score 59.4, and defensively they give up 59.6. Fernholz, free throw line, down the lane, foul call. Nope, it's going to be a travel. Ethan Skovlin in for the Vikings. Also returning is Reese Sproul. Conklin and Hobson sit down for Stoughton. Approaching 8 minutes left here in the opening half. 16-13 Panthers. Kick back to the outside, Look in the corner. They'll give it back across the lane, and then a big collision between Hutcherson and Zach Tower. They just threw it out of bounds. And the ball will belong to Stoughton. 7:45 left in the first half. Fernholz to Sproul. Hutcherson with it now. Anderson for 3, and that's off the back iron. Offensive rebound, put back, oh, too strong from Skovlin. Long pass down to the corner. Look, saves it just inside the arc, and that's going to be a travel on Zach Towers. He got the ball at the free throw line, and then tried to tiptoe his way down the lane, but dragged his feet. And we've got a timeout on the floor.
Timeout on the floor, timeout Oregon. Full timeout.
So Ethan Victorson already with 12 points for the Panthers.
Saturday, January 12th, from 6 to 10 p.m.
The Panthers are 2 for 4 from the free throw line here in this first half. Vikings currently led by Adam Hobson with 4, and they are 4 for 6 from the free throw line.
Thanks for your continued support of Stoughton Athletics.
So 16-13 Oregon with the lead. 7:25 to go in this first half. Vikings at 5-0 in the conference, 7-3 overall. Panthers 4-1 in the Badger South and 5-3 overall. So off the full timeout, the ball will belong to the Vikings. So Anderson, Fernhold, Scavlin, Hutcherson, and Reese Sproul on the floor for the Vikings, and he stepped out of bounds over on the far sideline, and a turnover by Stoughton gives the ball back to Oregon with 7:15 to play. Nolan Look has it for the Panthers, and he'll get it back on the wing. Inside pass at the block, waiting for the traffic. Foul called, basket counts. Ethan Scavlin with the foul. Zach Tower on the free throw line to try and convert a three-point play.
At the line shooting. Number 23, Zach Tower.
That missed by a mile, and it's now 18-13 with just under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Anderson down the lane, and that's good for Adam Hobson. So the lead down to 3 again. It's 18-15 Stoughton, trailing by 3 with 6:36 left in the first half. Ethan Victorson to the corner, throws it back out to the top. Victorson gets it back, and now a 3 on its way from Panzer. That's no good, and the rebound crashed, up blocked, and again out of bounds. Ooh, Zach Tower was disturbed by the call, slammed the ball down in front of the official, and oohs and ahs and groans suggested that he may have picked up a extra look at it, but no call. Inside at the block, forces a shot up, no good. Rebound is on the floor, picked up by the Vikings. Hobson with it, now Hutcherson. Hutcherson, free throw line, kicks it out to Anderson. Drew to the block on this side through a triple team, forces another shot up, that's no good, hit the underside of the hoop, and Oregon comes down with the loose ball. Victorson with it now for the Panthers with 5:42 to go in the first half. Erickson and now Panzer inside for Tower. Victorson from about 3 feet above the arc. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Adam Hobson, who runs the floor. Hobson going to go coast to coast, or try to, and then he traveled with it. Adam Yates back into the Panther lineup. Out goes Carter Erickson. 5:25 time remaining here in the first half. Both teams with 6 team fouls, so it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity, bonus situation for the remainder of the first half. Nolan Look has it, top of the arc. Now Victorson at the free throw line. Panzer And Victorson again as we come up on 5 minutes to play. Yates with it now. Look just above the three-point line. Inside pass at the block. Tower forces a shot up. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Reese Sproul. Tower reaches in to try and grab the rebound. He knocked it out of bounds. And with 4:52 to go, a sub coming in. This is Matt Kissling returning to the lineup to spell Tower. Vikings ball with 4:48 left. Stoughton trailing by 3. Anderson, now Adam Hobson. Dump pass down low, nice look there. And that goes to Trenton Conklin. And the Vikings are back within 1. 4.5 minutes to play, 18-17 Oregon. Inside pass, that's intercepted by Conklin. Here come the Vikings again with an opportunity to take the lead. Hutcherson throws it out to the corner for Hobson. Hobson into the lane, puts up the shot, and he scores. And the Vikings lead again. It's 19-18 with 4:10 to go. Look for the Panthers. And he'll stop and pop for 3. That's short. Rebound comes down to Hutcherson. Hutcherson, long pass ahead. Hobson waits for everybody to clear out. 3 is good. Adam Hobson for 3. And the Vikings have a 4-point lead at 22-18. 3:42 to play in the first half. Nolan Look with it again between the circles. Bounce pass down here, and that's an errant pass. Drew Anderson with it. He'll just stop at the wing. Hobson has it. And now Sproul. Inside for Conklin, back to the outside for Anderson. Now Hutcherson with it. 3:17 to play in the half. Hutcherson, pull-up jumper, a little strong. Weak side rebound comes down to Yates. And Nolan Look with it for the Panthers, and he'll walk it across the timeline with 3:05 to go. Look on the wing, down to the corner for Panzer. Yates for 3, and he drops it through. 22-21. Vikings leading by 1. Hutcherson, an offensive foul called against Nathan Hutcherson. So that's the 7th team foul against the Vikings. 2:47 to play in the first half. Vikings lead 22-21. That was Hutcherson's first personal foul and the 7th team foul. Here in the near side corner, Eric Victorson has it on the wing against Hutcherson. Yates with it, top of the arc. And now Look with it. Victorson with it. To Ethan, and taken away from behind, but a foul called on Adam Hobson. So that's 1 on him, and Ethan Victorson to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. And Victorson's first one is good, which ties the game at 22. Cale McGee back in for the Vikings. .218 to play first half. We're tied at 22, and the second free throw is good as well. And so that gives the Panthers the lead back at 23-22 with 2:14 left to play here in the first half. Anderson. And now McGee with it. Anderson here in the corner. Baseline drive, cut off there. 2 minutes left in the first half. McGee with it again above the arc. Near side wing, 3 for Anderson, and he drops it through. 25-23. Minute and 48 left in the first half. Vikings back in front by 2. Victorson and a handoff to Eric Victorson, and he answers with a 3. Timeout called by the Panthers with 1:34 left. And that gives us an opportunity to get a scoring update here. Ethan Victorson still leading the Panthers. He's got 14 tonight. And then Adam Yates, Ryan Panzer, and Eric Victorson with 3 points apiece. Panthers have hit 6 threes tonight, 4 of 7 from the free throw line, and they've hit just 1 2-point field goal. Vikings being led by Adam Hobson. He has 11. 5 for Drew Anderson, 3 for Nathan Hutcherson. 6 2-pointers, 3 3-pointers, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. So Viking ball, 1:34 to play in the first half. And the Panthers are in front 26-25. Hutcherson trots across the timeline. Throws it over here to McGee on the wing, trying to get it into Conklin. Anderson has it above the arc. Now Hutcherson, he'll take a spot 3. Line drive, that's no good. Rebound comes down to Yates with 1:13 left. Yates has it back. Has a 3 tonight, decides to pull that one down. Look with it on the near side as we come up on a minute to go. Less than a minute to play here in the first half. Into the lane. Off balance shot is good for Carter Erickson. And the Panthers lead by 3 again, 28-25 with 45 seconds left. Out to the near side. Anderson to tie it. Way too strong. Weak side rebound comes down to Ryan Panzer. And then he'll give it back to Look with 33, 32, 31 seconds to go. Look out near half court. Now moves in. Victorson with it on the wing with 22 seconds to go. Victorson around traffic, throws it out to the near side. 3 on its way, and that's good. Carter Erickson back-to-back threes, and it's now 31-25 with 6 seconds left. Now 5. Free throw line, pull back 2 is no good, but a foul called with 3 seconds left. Ethan Victorson with the foul. That's his first. Adam Hobson on the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. 2.9 seconds to play here in the first half, and the first free throw is good. Eric Victorson back into the Panther lineup for these last 3 seconds. Second free throw coming up for Hobson is good as well. So it's 31-27 with 2.9. Free throw line just inside. Look for 3, and that's off the iron and no good, and we have reached halftime. Our score, the Oregon Panthers 31 and the Vikings 27. We'll step away, we'll come back. Second half coming up. This is high school boys basketball, the Badger South Conference on WSTO TV. In that first half, Ethan Victorson had 14, Carter Erickson with 5 for Oregon. And for the Vikings, Adam Hobson led the way with 13 points. And then Drew Anderson had 5. Panthers start with the ball here in the second half, leading by 4 at 31-27. Yates in the corner for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound, Yates got it back after it was batted through a couple of sets of hands. A drive, a little floating jumper is no good by Eric Victorson. Panthers 4 of 7 from the free throw line in the first half. Vikings 6 of 8. Vikings' largest lead of the first half was 4, and for the Panthers, they had a 6-point lead at a couple of opportunities. Here is a blocking foul. Adam Yates picks up the foul.
His second, team's first.
So that's the first team foul here in the second half. And Yates' second foul. And that's batted on the inbounds. Yates has it. Long pass ahead for Carter Erickson. Puts the shot up. That's no good. Rebound to Sproul for the Vikings. And now Nathan Hutcherson has it. Hutcherson, bounce pass in. And Nelson gets hacked again. 44, Adam Yates. That's two quick ones on him. So that's 3 fouls on Yates. And the second team foul here in the second half for Oregon. 16:56 to play in the second. Inbounds pass that will go to Drew Anderson. Anderson down the lane, and that's blocked from behind, but another foul called. So 3 fouls in 1 minute and 10 seconds on Oregon. And this time it's on 11. Carter Erickson, that's his first. Third team foul. Drew Anderson on the free throw line to shoot 2. And the first one no good, so that puts the Vikings at 6 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And he missed them both. Panthers have the rebound. Nolan look, and now to Victorson, over to this side for Eric Victorson, back across for Ethan, I should say, is, no, I was right the first time, but Ethan Victorson picks up a 3. And that gives him 17 tonight, and the largest lead for the Panthers. It's out to 7 now at 34-27. Baseline drive, cut off there. Back to the outside. Anderson has it. To Hutcherson. To the block. And now Sproul, pull-up jumper in the lane. That's good. And Sproul now with 4. Lead down to 5, 34-29, with just over 2 minutes gone here in the second half. Victorson, a long 3, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Hobson. Hobson stops at the free throw line, dumps it down low to Sproul. Loose ball picked up by Victorson. Eric Victorson to look. Now Ethan Victorson inside, that's up and off the glass, no good from Logan Ackerman. Hobson has the ball. Hobson had it picked out of his pocket. Eric Victorson the other way and puts it in. So Victorson with 5 and a timeout called by the Vikings. 15-12 to go in the second half, and the Vikings trail 36-29. We'll have hockey for you a couple of times this upcoming week. Boys in action on Monday night, which is the 7th of January, as they take on Monona Grove at the Mann Center. And then girls play on Tuesday night. So a 7-point lead now for the Panthers with 15-12 to play in the second half. 36-29. Nathan Hutcherson with it for the Vikings, and that's knocked away from behind, tipped ahead, back to the other end, stop, and a little layup is good for Carter Erickson. And it's now 38-29, and Oregon starting to run away a little bit. 14:47 to go in the second half. Over to this side, Sproul missed it. And the rebound ripped down by Logan Ackerman. Oregon looking to maybe get into a double-digit lead here on this trip. Look on the far sideline. Inside, nice pass down low. Ackerman through a double team, missed it, got his own rebound, throws it out to Victorson. Now look with it, into the lane, and that's an intercepted pass by Drew Anderson. Hobson with it on the wing. They'll throw it over to the other side for Sproul. Hutcherson bobbled it, picks it up. 14 minutes to go in the second half. Panthers leading 38-29. Hutcherson out between the circles, throws it this way for Anderson. Anderson into the lane, throws it out for Hutcherson, almost threw it into the crowd. Anderson has it back again. Now Sproul. Hobson, nice step move down the lane, and Adam back in the books. He's got 15 tonight, and the lead down to 7, 38-31, 13:25 to play in the second half. Erickson, and a long three, good for Eric Victorson. That's 8 for him, and the lead is 10, 41-31, Oregon. 13:03 to play. Hutcherson with it out between the rings. And that, a dangerous pass. Hobson comes up with it, though. Hobson, free throw line, zip pass down to Sproul, who got around the defense, and that drops the lead back down to 8. It's now 41-33 with 12:40 left. Look with it. And now Victorson. Look down the left side of the lane. He'll score. 43-33. Look has 3 points tonight, and the lead back out to 10. Hobson for three. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to the Panthers. Ethan Victorson not in any rush to get across the timeline. Anderson bothering him. And now on the near side wing, it's Look. He'll move out to the middle. And that's an errant pass. Here come the Vikings. Anderson lost it, picks it back up. Sproul with it now. And that's lost. Carter Erickson complaining he got shoved to the floor as the ball was heading out of bounds. That drew the ire of the Oregon fans. Jack Nelson back into the Vikings lineup. Inbounds goes to Hobson. 11:42 to play in the game. Panthers up by 10. Anderson with it straight away. Cale McGee. They'll lob it inside. Nelson got behind, and he got stuffed by Carter Erickson. Victorson to Look. Inside pass. Ackerman way too strong. And now Hutcherson has it. 11:06 to play in the game. 10-point difference in favor of Oregon. Hobson with it, top of the arc. And on this side now, it'll be Anderson. And we've got a foul called away from the ball. Nathan Hutcherson with the foul. .10:50 to play in the second half, 43-33. Inside pass, Look, and that's no good. Oregon fans wanting a goaltending call. Hobson back on his horse the other way. McGee from the corner for three, that's too strong. And the rebound comes down to Victorson. And now we've got a warning to Coach Nolan Weber for the Vikings.
Luke Fernholz.
So a warning to Coach Weber for Stoughton. 10:23 to play in the second half. Here's Victorson for three. That's an air ball. And the rebound comes down to McGee. Hutcherson with it now. 10-10 to play. Hutcherson in the corner. Inside pass. Blocked away. And now we've got a foul called on Oregon. Adam, if that's Yates, I believe. Yeah, that's Yates. That's going to be 4 on him. Ten minutes and a second left. Inbounds pass to McGee out above the arc, and we are under 10 minutes to play now. McGee outside Hutcherson, free throw line, outside to this side for Fernholz. Hutcherson gets it back. Now McGee again down the lane, stops. Hutcherson and McGee here on the wing. Baseline drive, cut off by Victorson. Hutcherson to the other side now, Fernholz. McGee with it at the block, through traffic, no good. Offensive rebound put back good for Hobson. Hobson now with 17 tonight, and with 9:21 to play in the second half, it's an 8-point difference. Oregon 43 and the Vikings 35. Erickson into the lane, kicks it out, and an offensive foul called on Carter Erickson. So Erickson picks up his second. Adam Yates back into the lineup for the Panthers. Approaching 9 minutes left here in the second half. Vikings trying to come back. Nice pass across, up, and that's good. Jack Nelson makes it a 43-37 game with 8:50 to play. Nelson has 4 points tonight. Yates on the near side wing with 8:40 to go. Inside, that's knocked away, and it'll stay with Oregon. Timeout called. It's a 30-second timeout. Ethan Victorson with 17 for the Panthers. Carter Erickson with 7, Eric Victorson with 8. And for the Vikings, Adam Hobson with 17, Reese Sproul with 6, Drew Anderson with 5, Jack Nelson has 4. 8:37 to play in the game. The Panthers 43 and the Vikings 37. On the inbounds pass, Yates high off the glass and drops through. Yates playing with 4 fouls. 45-37, 8:24 to play. Hobson stops at the block, foul called, basket counts. Nolan Look with the foul. Hobson to the free throw line to try one free throw. And he missed. So 45-39, 8:15 time remaining in the game. Look outside Yates, a 3 is no good. Rebound comes down to McGee for the Vikings. And McGee stops. He'll take a 3. That's short. Rebound is loose on the floor. Hobson finds a handle on it in the corner, and a timeout called by the Vikings.
Full timeout on the floor.
So timeout taken by Stoughton. And upcoming games for the Vikings. After tonight, on Thursday, they will be at Monona Grove, which is January 10th. And then home on Saturday, January 12th against Prairie du Chien. At Wanakee for the Badger Challenge on Saturday, January 19th. At Edgewood on the 24th. And then home against Watertown on January 29th. So 7:56 time to go here in the second half. Vikings down 45-39. Panthers 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Vikings 6 of 11. Vikings ball on the far sideline. Timeout while a loose child is collected. And now we're ready to go. Inbounds to Hobson. Just under 8 minutes left. Vikings down by 6. Hutcherson with it. Anderson now. Hobson again. Down to the corner for McGee. Baseline drive. Oh, he stepped on the baseline though. Situational awareness, or maybe geographic awareness, more appropriate there. 7:36 to play, and the Panthers will slow things down, leading by 6. Nolan Look has it. Look trying to get around McGee, gives it to Eric Victorson. Ethan Victorson. Look has it in the corner here on this side. Baseline got around McGee. Foul called. He'll head to the line for 2. So McGee picks up his 3rd foul. Nolan Look on the free throw line for 2. Makes the first one. That makes it 46-39. Second free throw is good as well. And it's back out to an 8-point difference now. Look has 5 points tonight, and it's 47-39 as we approach 7 minutes to play in the contest. Hutcherson, Hobson on the wing. Hobson looking for a place to go, finds Hutcherson in the corner. And now Anderson. Anderson to the free throw line, gives it back to Hutcherson at the top of the arc. He moves over, 3 from the wing, nope. Rebound is going to be battled for. Jack Nelson has it in the corner. And then a bounce pass off the knees of Hobson. It goes out of bounds into the Stoughton students over there. And an inopportune turnover by the Vikings. 6.5 to play. Vikings down by 8. Free throw line. Victorson, and now Erickson with it. Victorson gets it back. That's Ethan. And to Eric Victorson, and Ethan has it back once again. 6:12 to play. Free throw line kicked out for Look. I'll pull it back toward half court and start again. Victorson has it with 6 minutes to play. Free throw line outside for Look. Now Victorson and Look again. Panthers content to play very patiently here, nursing an 8-point advantage. Pullback 2 is no good. Hobson with the rebound. Now Hutcherson has it. Vikings can't match the deliberate tempo that the Panthers have used the last couple of trips down. Sproul with it now with 5:23 to play. Anderson, top of the arc, had it poked away. Anderson goes and gets it back. Moves into the lane, dishes to Sproul, and he missed. Yates pulls down the rebound. And another missed opportunity by the Vikings. Look, outside into the corner, or on the wing, Victorson. Under 5 minutes to play now. Yates. So look on the other side. Spin move, had it knocked out of his hands. And it will stay with the Panthers down on the baseline. 4:43 to play. Inbounds to the corner for Erickson. Now straight away, a three is way short. Offensive rebound blocked by Anderson. Bring it back to Yates. He'll tiptoe down the lane. That's hammered down. And now the Vikings come up with it. Sproul sprawled on the floor. He's slow to come back. Hutcherson to the rack. Off the glass and good. Hutcherson makes it a 6-point difference. 47-41. 4:14 to play. Vikings need a couple more stops and take advantage of the chances they get. Look has it here on the wing. Now three straight away. Oh, no good, no good. Rebound. Nelson contorts his body to pull it down as we tick under 4 minutes left. Hutcherson with it. Top of the arc. Lobs it over here to Hobson. Moves in. Nelson on the block against Yates. They throw it back out to Hutcherson above the arc. Sproul with it now at the free throw line. Anderson back inside. They'll try again. And a travel. So a turnover by the Vikings. 47-41, 3:36 to play. Panzer in, out goes Yates. Little pressure going to be applied now by the Vikings defensively. Ball comes into Ethan Victorson. And then he'll give it to Carter Erickson, who runs the floor. 3.5 minutes to go. Panthers up by 6. Victorson, Erickson with it now. Nelson on him. Erickson kicks it out. That is Panzer. Pull-up jumper just inside the free throw line, and that's good. 5 for Panzer, 49-41. 3 minutes left. Here's Hutcherson coast to coast. That's going to be left short. Offensive rebound, Sproul, and he'll put it in. Sproul has 8 and the lead back to 6. 2:47 to go. They trade twos. Nolan look out near half court. Gets around Hobson. Victorson has it. 2.5 minutes to play. Erickson with it above the arc. Nelson on him. Victorson. And then a quick reach-in foul by Drew Anderson.
I was on serve number 4, Drew Anderson. His first.
So Anderson with the foul, his first, and the team's third. 2:19 to play, and before we go any further, we've got a 30-second timeout called by the Vikings. So the Vikings call time, trailing 49-43. Panthers, Nolan Look with 5, Eric Victorson with 8, Panzer with 5, Carter Erickson with 7. Zach Tower with 2, Ethan Victorson with 17, and Adam Yates has 5. For the Vikings, Nathan Hutcherson with 5, Drew Anderson with 5, Adam Hobson leading all scorers with 19, Reese Sproul with 8, Trenton Conklin has a couple, and Jack Nelson with 4. Vikings trail 49-43 with 2:19 to play. Inbounds coming from Carter Erickson on the far sideline. 5 team fouls for the Panthers and 4 for the Vikings. Hutchison picks up his 3rd foul. So now 5 and 4 as far as team fouls go. 2:14, 2:13, 2:12 to play in the game. Erickson with it for the Panthers. Outside now for Victorson. This side for the other Victorson. Nolan Look has it. Under 2 minutes to go. And a touch foul by Hobson. That will be number 5 on the Vikings. So 1 more team foul to give. 1:55 to play. Panthers playing keep away. Yates double teamed over there. Now dribbles out of traffic down the lane. Shot no good. Hobson pulls down the rebound. Hobson lost the handle on it and a foul called in the lane. Nolan Look with the foul. That's number 2 on him. So 1:35 left. Vikings have the ball to inbound on the baseline. Hutcherson to do the inbounding duties. He lobs it in to Hobson. Coming up on a minute and a half left. Here's a wraparound pass. Sproul put it on the floor. He picks it back up. And now a jump ball called. Possession should stay with Stoughton. It does. Vikings to inbound with 1:25 left. McGee to inbound this time. To the corner for Anderson. Oh, and he threw it away. Victorson on the other end, and it's blocked. Yates gets the rebound. He misses it, and the rebound is loose, and now taken by Hobson, a behind-the-back dribble. 3-on-2. Hobson leaves it short. Offensive rebound by McGee. Puts up, foul called, and he'll head to the line for 2. Eric Victorson with the foul. 7th team foul. Cale McGee on the free throw line to try 2. First one good. Actually, they called it a 1-and-1. So the first one good. That makes it a 5-point difference. Second one for the left-hander, in and out, no good. Hobson pulls down the rebound. And another foul against Oregon. 44, that's Yates, and I believe that's 5 on him. So 4 on Yates. Adam Hobson on the free throw line now for a 1-and-1. And the free throws are just killing the Vikings tonight. And there's a foul on McGee on the drive on the far sideline. And McGee picks up foul number 2, or 4th, I beg your pardon. That's a 6-team foul. And now Hutcherson with the foul. That'll be his 4th. And that'll be the 7th team foul, so that'll put the Panthers on the free throw line now. So Yates on the free throw line for a 1-and-1. 49-44. Panthers up by 5 with 56.5 seconds to go. And that gets the friendly bounce in the opposing gym. Vikings just 7 of 14 from the free throw line tonight. Back to a 6-point difference, and the second one's an air ball. So it's 50-44. Panthers 7 of 11 from the free throw line, and the Vikings 7 of 14. .56.5 seconds to play. Both teams in the bonus. Possession arrow is in favor of Oregon. Panthers still have 2 timeouts, Vikings with 1. Vikings have less than a minute to work with in order to maintain sole possession of first place in the Badger South Conference. Vikings at 5-0 in the Badger South. Panthers at 4-1. A Panther win tonight would essentially give them the lead in the Badger South, as both teams would be at 5-1. But of course, head-to-head, Panthers would have that advantage. So the Vikings have it. Less than a minute to play. Hutcherson across the timeline. 50 seconds left. Hobson with it. Drops it down to McGee, and he stepped out of bounds. .47.4 to go. Inbounds. Now Erickson has it, and then a foul on Drew Anderson reaching to bat the arm. So 2 on Anderson. Carter Erickson on the free throw line for a 1-and-1. First one good. 51-44. 42.1 seconds left. Second free throw, that one good too. 8 points the difference, 52-44. Vikings have no time to waste here, and McGee for 3, that's way too strong. Yates with the rebound, saved, but then it's Anderson standing out of bounds. So 32.9 seconds left. Timeout called by the Panthers before the ball came in. So a 30-second timeout. Oregon with 9 out of 13 from the free throw line tonight. Vikings again, 7 of 14. We'll get you the individual numbers right after the game. .33 seconds left. Nolan looked to inbound from the baseline. Comes into Victorson, and he's hit by Anderson, and that will be his third.
Stone's number 4, Drew Anderson is third.
Ethan Victorson to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. First free throw good. That makes it 53-44. And a 10-point game again. 30 seconds left. Hutcherson gives it to Anderson, who puts it in. Clock running with 15, 14, and 13 seconds left. Foul on Anderson, that's his fourth.
His fourth. Team's 10th.
10th team foul, so that will send Ethan Victorson to the free throw line for 2 this time. That's no good. So the count stays 54-46, but more importantly, there's only 14 seconds remaining in the game. Got that one. 55-46, so 9 is the difference with 12, 11, and 10 seconds to play. Hutcherson to the basket, and he'll score. Vikings call their final timeout. (55-48), 6.2 seconds left.
Again, one last reminder, the Sports Boosters are having their membership appreciation night next Saturday, January 12th, immediately following the boys basketball game in the afternoon. That's at the Stoughton Country Club. It's free to all current members.
Again, Vikings back in action on Thursday, January 10th at Monona Grove, 7:15 start time then or so. And then the next home game for the Vikings will be next Saturday, which is January 12th, against Prairie du Chien. And that's a 2:30 start on Saturday, January 12th. 6.2 seconds left. Inbounds pass Erickson. And we're down to 2. Vikings get the loose ball, and they won't get the last shot away. That one is waved off, and that is our final score. The Panthers 55 and the Vikings 48. Final look at the numbers for the Panthers. Nolan Look had 5. Eric Victorson with 8. Ryan Panzer with 5. Carter Erickson with 9. Zach Tower with 2. Ethan Victorson with 20. And Adam Yates had 6. For the Vikings, it was Cale McGee with 1. Nathan Hutcherson had 7. Drew Anderson with 7. Adam Hobson 19. Bree Sproul with 8. Trenton Conklin had 2. And Jack Nelson with 4. Free throws tonight, Oregon 12 of 17 and the Vikings 7 of 14. With the win, the Panthers improved to 5-1 in the Badger South Conference. They are now 6-3 overall, and the Vikings fall to 5-1 in the Badger South, still tied for first place now with the Panthers, and they fall to 7-4 overall. And that's going to do it for us here tonight from the Stoughton High School. Again, our final score, 55-48. The Panthers beat the Vikings. And the next basketball game, boys basketball game we'll have for you again will be next Saturday, January 12th against Prairie du Chien. Start time there will be 2:30 next Saturday. I'll see you on Monday for boys hockey at the Mann Center against Monona Grove. Till then, James Weingart from Stoughton High School, thanks so much for being with us, and thanks to our crew as always, and thanks to you for watching. This has been a presentation of WSTO Sports. For more, go online at WSTO.tv. See you Monday for hockey and next week for basketball. Good night from Stoughton High School.
This broadcast of Stoughton High School boys basketball on WSTO TV is brought to you by Stoughton Hospital. For more than 100 years, our neighbors in the Stoughton area have trusted Stoughton Hospital to provide personalized, forward-thinking, expert health care. Stoughton Hospital is a proud supporter of WSTO programming, trusted care close to home.
Stoughton Trailers is proud to support Stoughton High School athletics. Come join the family. Apply now on our career page at stoughtontrailers.com.
The UPS store of Stoughton. You can't do it all at once, but you can do it all in one place. 2364 Jackson Street, next to Papa Murphy's. Hanson Electronics, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent and Radio Shack dealer. Pizza Pit of Stoughton, fresh, fast, and hot delivery of our great pizzas, sandwiches, chicken, and more. And McGlynn Pharmacy, your local full-service pharmacy with free delivery.